Alright guys, this isn't going to be a full AR-15 cleaning. This is going to be my review of these two tools that I got. Showed them in the previous one. This is the Talon. This is for the M-4 feed ramp. You're supposed to be able to get in there and get a better cleaning than you can with a pick or Q-tips or anything like that. And this is my Cat M4 cleaning tool. And I'm going to try these for the first time, here on camera. Here's the firing pin. You can see it's all filthy and dirty. And again, this is my brother's Stag Arms AR-15. I took the optic off of it so I could turn it upside down. I got it all sprayed down with Ballistol right now. It's pretty filthy. I actually waited a while before I decided to clean it. Been a little busy. A couple of you guys know I've been working some crazy hours at work and just been extremely busy. I do have a couple updates coming for the contest, and you guys might want to stay tuned for that. I'm waiting for a couple things in the mail. Gunny J Reviews, he actually came through. I received a little donation in the mail from him, and I placed an order. And I got a nice little surprise coming. Courtesy of Gunny J Reviews. I added some financial money to that myself. And I think you guys are going to be pretty surprised with that. As soon as that other package comes in the mail, I'll be sure to do an update on that. And I want to mention to everybody that has sent me patches, guys, it's greatly appreciated. I'm getting patches like almost every day now. I got a whole stack of them over here. Hold on, I want to show you guys so there's no addresses or nothing before my hands get too filthy. And I got a couple more elsewhere, probably downstairs, that I got to bring up to my gun room. And please, if you're going to send me patches, please put your channel name. I do have one set of patches I received, and I don't know who to thank for them. And I don't want to say the person's name. So if you haven't received a thank you from me, please PM me and let me know that I haven't acknowledged that I received the patches. I did, like I said, I did get one that has the person's real name on it. And guys, I'm sorry, I'm very bad with names. Ebomi could contest that. Every time I talk to him, he's like, yeah, Steve or John or Mike from, this so-and-so channel. I'm like, oh, that's right, that's what his name is. It's no offense, I'm bad with names, guys. So please, if you haven't heard from me and you sent me a patch or patches, please contact me and I'll let you know whether I have it or not. I just want to make sure the right person gets credit for it on the contest. Alright. Now these patches are pretty thick. I'm going to see if I can try it. And I don't know if it's going to work with these patches. Yeah, no, it doesn't fit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on here and try and loosen some of this dirt up. Alright, so it does work. Let me see what happens if I just gently scratch the surface here. I'm not pressing hard at all. I'm just taking whatever loose flakes I can off of it. Because you don't want to gouge the metal. I'm not looking to take any metal off. I wish I had some Scotch-Brite so I could gently use that. It's actually working pretty good. I mean, I know I'm not going to get it completely silver unless I buff it, but my brother shot the crap out of this gun. Between going to Minnesota to Eric's house, and, you know, as of right now, this is his favorite, well, not his favorite, but his only AR-15. His favorite is the M1 Garand. That he babies that thing. That thing gets cleaned immediately as soon as he goes shooting. He drops it off, and I clean that thing immediately. But now, as far as the AR-15, because I was getting these tools, I wanted to wait a little bit. I wanted to see how well we could get this thing cleaned with these tools here. Alright. Now I'm probably going to take some time and clean it a little better. But I'm not going to bore you guys with that. I'm just... Alright, what else can this thing do? Now I have the bolt carrier. It's pretty dark in there. Really can't see in there. Let's send the patch down there. Let's see what happens. Told you guys. Very, very dirty. Let's see if we can break some of this up. Wow, I can actually hear the carbon buildup actually coming off. And I'm not pushing hard. I know this is metal, so I'm not gonna score the inside where the bolt goes. I'm not pushing very hard. I'm just gently twisting it. You know, and speaking of ebomi, you know, this is how I used to do it. I used to take this in here and just gently go in there and go around the circle like this to try and break it up. But speaking of ebomi, guys, I don't know if you guys heard. I'm sure you have. But he's crazy. He's just absolutely crazy. He's doing another AR-15 giveaway. Go check out his channel. I'm going to leave a link at the bottom. But if you haven't checked it out, he's giving away another one. And it's got a Vortex optic on it. Brand new. New York half-ass prepper. He was a sole contributor. You know, I sent him some funds for it and everything. And there's a bunch of donations going towards this. You know, I know my brother Picot did. He's just... Either he's got a lot of friends, or just a lot of people feel sorry for him. You know, he is kind of short. He kind of looks like a leprechaun. So you got to feel bad for a guy like that, right? What are you going to do? Got to try and be nice. But go check out his contest, guys. I think it's a great thing, giving away an AR-15. But, the whole debate thing with Obama, and I don't talk politics on my channel. I don't. I'm kind of like, I guess you'd say Pete from the Armory Child. It pisses a lot of people off. You say the wrong thing, everybody gets ass hurt. I try not to. A couple of guys that I talk to on the phone, they know my opinions on it, and I'm not going to get into he said, she said bullshit. But as far as I know, Obama wants the assault weapons ban. And I had a short discussion at work about it, because a lot of guys I work with, they're not into guns, and they can't see a need for an AR-15. They can't see a need for an AK-47. And they're asking me to justify why I need one. I said I don't need one. I really don't have to have one. I could probably spend the rest of my life and not have one. But ever since I got into guns, ever since, you know, and you got to remember, I live in Jersey. This is a total gun hate zone, I guess you would call it. People are very naive. They don't know, you know, their rights. And believe it or not, what I'm finding out is a lot of people think the Second Amendment has something to do with hunting. And I don't know where they get that perception from. I don't know if it's the media, if it's from ignorance. And I'm not saying that as a derogatory thing. I'm just saying it as people just don't know. But it had nothing to do with hunting. You know, it's to protect against, uh, you know, tyranny from governments and, you know, domestic or foreign. You know, being able to protect yourself. That's what it's about. It has nothing to do with how many ducks can you kill as fast as you can. Or how many deer you could take down in one shot. It has nothing to do with that. And I actually had a conversation with a coworker, and he thinks all guns should be banned. And it got a little heated there for a while, and he's a friend of mine. I value his opinion. But I wasn't happy with the statements he was making. But I don't know. I mean, you can't change everybody. I can't make everybody understand, and I'm not about to try to. Just leave me alone when it comes to it. I'm gonna buy my guns. I consider myself a gun person now. You know, I mean, it took me 30-something years, but when you were born this way and born into, ooh, guns are bad, guns are violent. But it's almost like the Matrix. You're gonna take the red pill or the blue pill. You know, one is you go back to your fantasy world, and the other one opens your eyes to reality. And the reality is, all a gun is a piece of metal. Until somebody sticks their finger in it and pulls the trigger, it's a useless piece of metal. So the gun isn't violent. And I know you guys know you guys know about all that, and there's guys out there that have a lot more experience with guns than I do. I just figured I'd just ramble on while I'm checking out the new tools and get my brother's AR-15 clean. You know, but to get back to, I know I'm all over the place, but to get back to my buddy that I work with, guess what? The funny thing is, he's never ever fired a gun. Never. But he has a lot to say about it, which I don't understand. That's almost to the same theory. You can't bitch about the president if you don't vote. If you don't vote and you don't put your voice out there and exercise your right, how do you even have a right to say anything? I don't know. That's, I don't understand people. Wow. That's really dirty. Well, the tool's getting it done, man. It's almost like a flat-headed screwdriver that's, I don't want to say scraping. Scraping is a very abrasive word. But that's what it's doing. And it's getting all the carbon out. Let me see something. Say a couple more times and I think we might have it. Let's put a new one in there. And yes, I'm using Battlestall. See? I didn't use the frog lube yet. That's gonna be decided I'm gonna use that on a different gun and make a totally different video on it. Some more carbon. I don't know. It's looking good, guys. So I know this is pretty much done. I'm going to pay a little bit more attention to that in a few minutes. I'm going to pay attention to the bolt in a couple more minutes, but let's get to let's try this over here. Alright, where'd it go? Here it is. Alright, this is the talon. Now, I'm supposed to be able to stick this inside the feed ramp. And these here, these little, I don't know what you spikes, whatever you want to call them, you're supposed to be able to scrape the chamber and clean all the carbon out of it. So the first thing I'm going to do, stick it through there. It goes in, and now I'm just going to turn. I'm going to put it down. I'm not putting crazy amounts of pressure. And they got sharp edges, and I'm going to put a little pressure downward. Because from what I understand, you're supposed to have it canted a little bit to make sure you hit all the sides. Now that should have loosened up all the carbon deposits. Let's see if you could see inside these channels here. That's supposed to collect all the carbon. That's the way it's designed. Which it actually seems like it's working. Alright, now let's try and stick a patch on there, see what happens. Yeah, I don't know if these patches, the patches that I have are pretty thick. I bought them at a gun show, and I'm not liking them. I'm just trying to use them all, get rid of them all. They're a little on the thick side. Let me get some of this other carbon out of here. Big fat fingers trying to get in there. You know, I got decent sized hands, so I'm always looking for tools to try and make this job easier and quicker. But I don't know, sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. I'm going to try a nice clean patch one more time. Put that like that. Yeah, the patch isn't going to work. Alright, let's just take my pick. See if we can pick up any loose carbon that came out. Here you go. Let's do this. Because I don't want to mess up the feed ramps with the metal pick. I'll be there all day trying to do that. I mean, the talon does work to loosen up all the carbon that obviously you can't reach with your fingers. I was looking at the talon to see if there's any more indication of carbon coming off of it. But it actually looks pretty good, guys. All in all, my final opinion is they work. This talon, it's okay. It's nothing, you know, spectacular. I mean, it works, don't get me wrong. But this here, I actually like this. This actually worked pretty well. For the cleaning purposes that it was designed for. So that's it, guys. I'm going to end this so it's not too long of a video. And guys, check out Ebomi's contest. He's giving away another AR-15. Check it out. Get your VRs in. It ends November 6th, I believe, Election Day. Check that out. I'll leave a link for his video. I'll leave a link to Gunny J reviews. Guys, check out my contest. It ends November 9th. And again, contact me about those patches if you haven't heard from me. Alright guys, thanks a lot, and I hope this review helped. Sorry about the rambling. Take it easy.